Welcome, curious learners. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating, often overlooked world of adjectives.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
They really are.
Yeah.
These aren't just words that add flavor. They're kind of the architects of vivid communication, letting us build incredibly detailed pictures with language, sometimes without us even realizing how much they're doing.
Absolutely. Think about it.
Mm.
Adjectives are like the secret sauce, they transform a basic statement into something much more immersive.
Right.
It's not just about learning more words, it's about mastering precision, nuance, and really injecting your personality into what you say and write. We're going to sort of uncover how you can revolutionize your descriptions.
And to guide us through this adventure, we pulled together some really fantastic source material. We're going beyond just definitions to explore how adjectives paint stunning landscapes, evoke delicious meals, capture intriguing people, and even articulate, those really complex emotions.
Our mission today, I guess, is to distill the most impactful insights from these sources, give you clear, memorable examples, and reveal the surprising ways adjectives subtly yet powerfully shape how we see the world.
Oh,
So as you listen, maybe start thinking about what stands out to you right now in your surroundings. Get ready to describe it.
okay, let's unpack this. Let's start with the world around us.
Yeah.
How do adjectives help us truly see and convey places? From grand natural wonders to bustling cityscapes.
Well, it's all about evoking a specific feeling or image, isn't it? For landscapes, for instance, take serene.
Serene, right.
That word doesn't just mean calm. It conjures this deep, sort of unruffled peace, like a perfectly still lake at sunrise.
Okay,
Compare that to tranquil, which is similar, but maybe emphasizes a quietude that's really soothing, like a picturesque beach where the waves are just gently rolling in.
I like that distinction. Tranquil feels more about the quiet, serene, maybe more about the inner peace it gives you.
Exactly. And then you have words that just hit you with pure visual impact. It's like stunning. It goes beyond just beautiful. It suggests something so breathtaking it almost stops you in your tracks. Those Yosemite views.
Oh, yeah. Stunning. Got it.
Or picturesque. That makes you feel like you've walked into a painting, right? A scene so perfectly composed it belongs on a postcard, maybe a little village in a valley.
Picturesque. Yeah, I can see that. But not all places are idyllic, right? Sometimes the feeling is
Oh,
different.
indeed. A place can be desolate, not just empty, but conveying a real sense of bleakness or abandonment, like a ghost town maybe, or a forest after a fire. It's got a negative weight to it.
Okay, desolate.
But on the flip side, unspoiled really highlights beauty that's untouched by humans. It evokes this sense of raw, original purity. Think of a unique rainforest, maybe.
Right. Unspoiled, pure.
And pristine takes it maybe a step further. It implies something is immaculately clean, in perfect condition, almost new looking. Like you mentioned, parts of Japan maybe. Very well kept.
So beyond how a place looks, it definitely has a mood and atmosphere. How do we capture that feeling?
Yeah, the atmosphere is crucial. Vibrant captures that electric, energetic mood.
Vibrant, okay.
The kind you feel in a bustling city square or at a colorful festival like Carnival. Just buzzing with life.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's homey. That's not just comfortable, it's deeply cozy and inviting, makes you feel instantly at ease, like a small inn with a fireplace.
Homey. I like that word. It feels warm.
It does, and bustling perfectly describes a place just overflowing with activity and movement, like Times Square, that constant energetic flow.
Right. Bustling. Okay, speaking of cities, there are specific adjectives just for them, aren't there?
Oh, absolutely. When a city or town is famous for something specific, we say it's renowned for it. Paris and the Eiffel Tower, Italy and pizza.
Renowned for. Got it.
A cosmopolitan city isn't just big, it's a real melting pot, alive with diverse cultures, people from everywhere. Think Hong Kong or New York.
Yeah, cosmopolitan feels very international.
Exactly. And for those who love exploring on foot, walkable isn't just convenient. It implies a city designed for pedestrians. Inviting streets, easy access, often feels more community-focused.
Walkable, that's a big plus for me in a city. But what about when a city feels a bit, well, too much?
Ah, yes. That's where overcrowded comes in. It's not just lots of people, it's that overwhelming, sometimes claustrophobic feeling. Dubrovnik in peak season, maybe? Or Disney World.
Oh, definitely felt overcrowded there.
The contrast, thankfully, is spacious. That conveys openness, freedom, a welcome expanse like Central Park right in the middle of Manhattan.
Spacious, nice.
We also have charming, which evokes that pleasant, appealing quality, often with a bit of old world allure.
Charming.
And quaint really emphasizes that the charm comes from being sort of old-fashioned, small, maybe a little quirky, like a charming cobblestone street lined with quaint cafes.
Quaint. Okay, I see the difference. Charming is broader. Quaint is specifically old-fashioned attractive.
You got it.
Yeah.
Now let's zero in on structures, buildings, landmarks. What words bring them to life?
Yeah. How do we describe those?
Well, an iconic landmark isn't just famous, it's universally recognized. A symbol, like the Sydney Opera House, instantly recognizable.
Iconic. Right here.
For buildings rooted in the present, we use contemporary architecture that's modern, fresh, sometimes pushing boundaries, like Dubai's skyline.
Contemporary modern. Oh.
And majestic suggests not just beauty, but a grand, imposing presence that inspires awe. London Tower Bridge, maybe. Or the Golden Gate Bridge. Big, powerful, impressive.
Majestic. Yeah, but I've definitely seen buildings that some people call majestic, and I might use a very different word for them.
Huh, that's a fantastic point. Adjectives often reveal the speaker's opinion, don't they? Some might call certain Vegas hotels gaudy, unpleasantly bright, or showy.
Gaudy, yeah, that's the word I was thinking of.
While others might genuinely find them majestic in their own way. And then there's dilapidated. That paints a clear picture of something old, falling apart, in really poor condition, like an abandoned building.
Dilapidated, got it.
Yeah.
It really shows the power of picking the right word, or even the subjective word.
Exactly. What about places that are just hard to get to? Or maybe places you'd rather not be?
Yeah, those kinds of places.
Well, a place that's out of the way isn't necessarily bad. It just means it's remote or hidden, often in a positive hidden gem sense, like a great little restaurant nobody knows about.
Out of the way.
Okay. Similarly, off the beaten path suggests somewhere less known, often sought out for being authentic, unspoiled, like Corcovado National Park, maybe, adventurous.
Off the beaten path. I like finding those places.
Me too. But on the more extreme negative end, you might hear godforsaken. That expresses real frustration or desolation. A place that feels unattractive, empty, utterly uninteresting. Maybe you're stuck somewhere super hot and overcrowded and just feel...
Godforsaken. Wow. That's a strong one. Use with caution, maybe.
Definitely use with caution. It's quite expressive. So that's a huge range for places. Should we shift gears to describing people?
Let's do it. Because it's not just what people do, but how they look, the impression they give.
Right. And for physical characteristics, we assume everyone knows the basics, like tall, short, medium height build.
Sure.
But the nuances really matter. Someone who is slim is thin in a healthy, often attractive or graceful way.
Slim. Okay.
But if they just don't have much body fat, maybe you'd say they're thin.
Thin. So more neutral than slim.
Kind of. And if they're extremely, perhaps unhealthily thin, the word is often skinny.
Skinny, right.
That subtle difference carries a lot of weight, no pun intended.
No, that distinction between slim and skinny is so important. I hear them misused sometimes, but the impact is really different.
It really is. What about other terms? Overweight is common, fit for someone in good physical shape. Curvy for women, often seen as attractive due to body curves. And petite for a woman who is small, thin, and delicate.
Petite, okay. And hair. Hair seems to have its own strict rules, especially with ordering adjectives.
It does. It's one of those subconscious grammar things. For hair, we almost always follow an order. Length first, long, short, medium length, then shape, straight, wavy, curly. And finally, color. Blonde, dark brown, or maybe brunette specifically for dark brown hair.
Length, shape, color. Okay.
So you'd naturally say, she has long, dark, curly hair. No, she has curly, dark, long hair. It just sounds back up the other way.
It really does sound off. It's fascinating how we just know that order. What other common traits do we describe?
Oh, lots. We talk about people who wear glasses or have a distinctive beard or mustache. As people age, they might develop wrinkles. Some people have those small brown spots called freckles. These little details highlighted by adjectives make the description so much richer.
They really do. And if you want to ask someone about this...
You'd ask, what does he or she look like? That's the standard question for physical appearance.
Right. Okay, finally for this section, let's talk about the weather. It affects us all every day. Adjectives are key here.
Absolutely essential for conveying the feel of the weather. They capture everything from a gentle breeze to a raging storm.
So temperature.
Beyond just hot and cold, we have boiling for extremely hot, like oppressive heat, and freezing for extremely cold, that biting chill.
Boiling, freezing, got it.
But also mild, which suggests it's not very cold, or maybe unusually warm for the season. Pleasant.
Mhm.
And cool, slightly cold, but comfortable, refreshing.
Mild and cool. Nice distinctions. What about the sky?
Well, fine just means sunny and pleasant, a lovely day. But mist describes those tiny water droplets hanging in the air, making it hard to see far. Creates a different mood, right?
Mm.
Softer, maybe mysterious.
Mist, yeah. Very different from just cloudy
Yeah.
and the more dramatic weather.
Oh, yeah. We
Yeah.
need strong words for that. We describe the loud rumble of thunder and the sudden flash of lightning during a storm. And storm itself implies bad weather, usually wind and rain together.
Thunder, lightning, storm. Okay.
A tornado isn't just wind, it's that specific, extremely strong, destructive circular wind. Terrifying. And on the brighter side, we talk about sunshine and, of course, rainbows. We also use adjectives implicitly when we discuss the climate, the usual weather, versus the forecast, which is the prediction.
Climate and forecast. Right. Okay. Moving from the world around us to the world on our plates. Describing food. This goes way beyond just good or bad, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's a whole sensory experience. When we really enjoy food, sure, we can say it's pleasant, tasty, or delicious. Those are good starting points.
Okay, tasty, delicious, common ones.
But to express more appreciation, you might use delectable, implying exquisite taste, real delight, or even exquisite, which is quite formal, suggests refinement, almost perfection. Can also describe art, actually.
Exquisite. Feels fancy.
Does. And for more informal, fun moments, we have great words like yummy, scrummy, and scrumptious. Just pure enjoyment.
Scrumptious. I like that one.
Right.
Okay, so that's overall enjoyment. What about the fundamental tastes?
The building blocks, sweet, like sugar or honey, leads to having a sweet tooth, right? Salty, obviously, tasting of salt, sometimes too much. And sour, that sharp taste that makes your mouth water. Lemons, vinegar, maybe even raw rhubarb.
Sour. That distinct pucker. And for those who like a bit of heat.
That's spicy, caused by strong flavors from spices, usually chili. If it's really spicy, you might jump to hot or even fiery. You feel that burning sensation.
Hot, fiery.
Yeah. The opposite, or maybe the balance, is mild. The flavor isn't too strong, but, and this is important, it's not tasteless, it's just gently seasoned.
Mild. Okay, not bland then.
Exactly, not bland. Any other distinctive tastes?
Yeah, what else is there?
Well, there's bitter, that strong, sharp taste that isn't sweet. Black coffee, some dark greens like kale, often an acquired taste.
Bitter, right.
You might also hear tart or acidic for similar sharp notes, often in fruit. And then we can describe food by what it tastes like. You know, adjectives like cheesy, minty, peppery, smoky, creamy, or fatty, they evoke another flavor or texture.
Cheesy, minty, peppery. Yeah, those give you a very specific idea. And texture. Texture is huge in food.
Crucial. It's not just taste, it's the feel. Chewy describes food you have to work at, like toffee.
It's chewy.
Creamy is thick and smooth, often feels luxurious. Crispy has that firm, dry surface that gives a satisfying snap, like good bacon.
Crispy bacon.
Whereas crumbly just breaks into little pieces easily, like a perfect cookie or scone. And crunchy is hard and makes a sharp sound when you bite it. Carrots, maybe? Or nuts?
Crispy, crumbly, crunchy. Got the differences. What about the condition or how it's prepared?
Good point. Dry means it has little juice, maybe an overcooked turkey. Not usually good.
Dry turkey, nope.
Greasy implies too much oil from frying, often negative. Juicy is the wonderful opposite, bursting with natural liquid like our ripe orange.
Juicy. Much better.
Raw food hasn't been cooked, like sashimi.
Right.
Roast means cooked in an oven, usually for a while, developing flavor. Fresh implies recently produced or picked, peak quality.
Oh.
Ripe fruit is ready to eat, but if it's rotten, it's decayed. Definitely avoid.
Rotten, yes, avoid.
Okay.
And flavor enhancers.
Seasoned food has had flavorings added, hopefully well. Savory describes food that's salty and or spicy, definitely not sweet. Umami often falls here too.
Savory, like cheeses, meats.
Exactly. Syrupy is thick, sticky, often sweet. Maple syrup, obviously. And on the less positive side, bland food is unseasoned, uninteresting. Just, tasteless, has no noticeable flavor at all. Even worse.
Bland, tasteless, the enemies of good food.
Pretty much. And one more positive. A tender steak is easy to chew or cut. Perfectly cooked.
Tender, yes. Okay, to really put this vocabulary to the test, let's try that little challenge you mentioned.
Let's do it. We'll describe 3 mystery foods using some of these great adjectives. Listener, see if you can guess. Okay, food number 1. It's a global favorite, often a guilty pleasure. It has this great balance, a sweet and salty flavor. There's a subtle salty part, a sweet and slightly sour sauce, and these rich, cheesy, fatty, salty toppings.
Ooh, cheesy, fatty, salty toppings.
And some people put pineapple on it, which adds this really strange sweetness that really divides opinions. What could it be?
Okay, I think I have a guess for that one. Food number 2. This is a rich, creamy, and sweet dessert. It has a vanilla custard base, and it's topped with this really distinct, crunchy layer. That layer is intensely sweet, but also has a slightly bitter, caramelized edge.
Crunchy, sweet, bitter top. Okay, and for the third one, this is a condiment, definitely an acquired taste for some. It's intensely salty and sour, with a really peppery kick that can actually make your eyes water. It goes really well with meat.
Salty, sour, peppery
Oh.
kick. Okay, listeners, think about those descriptions. See if you can solve the food mysteries. It really shows how just a few well-chosen adjectives paint a super clear picture, doesn't it?
It really does. And it's not just external things like food or places. Adjectives are absolutely essential for conveying our internal states too, our feelings, our reactions.
Yeah, that's maybe where they're most personal.
I think so. When we talk about positive reactions, words like amazed convey more than just surprise. It's like, wow, a sense of wonder. Excited isn't just happy. It's that energetic, buzzing feeling. Impressed shows real respect for someone's achievements. Pleased is more of a quiet satisfaction.
Pleased, okay.
Thrilled is intense excitement, almost overwhelming. Delighted is great pleasure, pure joy. And amused means you find something genuinely funny or enjoyable, lighthearted.
Thrilled, delighted, amused. Good range there.
Yeah.
And beyond that immediate reaction, for more sustained feelings.
Right. We can be interested, showing active curiosity, encouraged, feeling hopeful because of something positive, or convinced, having a strong belief about something.
Encouraged, convinced.
And then there's the whole spectrum of emotions adjectives help us navigate, feeling cheerful or glad, those light positive ones, but also things like being anxious,
Anxious, yeah.
that nervous unease, or shamed, feeling guilt or embarrassment, depressed, that deep sadness, embarrassed, feeling awkward, frightened, feeling fear, guilty, feeling responsible for something bad, lonely, that sense of isolation, mad, meaning angry, stressed, feeling overwhelmed, or even exhausted, not just tired, but totally drained.
Wow. That's, yeah, the precision of those words is incredible for conveying such complex human experiences.
Isn't it? They allow us to share our inner world so much more effectively.
Okay, let's get into some real aha moments now about adjectives, things that native speakers do without thinking. When you use more than one adjective, there's that specific order, right? Stacking adjectives.
Yes. This
Yeah.
is where it gets really interesting, and it's one of those subtle keys to sounding more natural. There's a standard unspoken order it generally goes. Opinion, size, shape, age, color, origin, material, purpose.
Opinion, size, shape, age, color, origin, material, purpose.
Wow, okay. Think of it like a hierarchy of description.
So if we have an apple, and the words are red, small, cooking, Australian, and round, how do we stack them? Let me try. Opinion, none here. Size, small, shape, round. Age, none. Color, red. Origin, Australian. Material, none. Purpose, cooking. So, a small, round, red, Australian cooking apple. Is that right?
You absolutely nailed it, see? Small, round, red, Australian cooking, size, shape, color, origin, purpose. That's the natural flow.
That feels right when you say it.
Exactly. Another one. A dress. It's blue, cotton, and new, you'd say.
New age. Blue color.
Uh-huh.
Cotton material. A new blue cotton dress.
Perfect. Or a car. Sports, old, British.
Old age.
Mm.
British origin. Sports.
Nah,
An old British sports car.
you've got it.
It's truly fascinating how that order just feels right once you know the rule, and how weird it sounds if you mix it up. But quick note, you probably wouldn't use like 5 adjectives in a row usually, right? Maybe 3 max.
That's a great practical tip. Yeah, more than 3 can start to sound a bit unnatural or maybe overly written.
Right.
This also brings up other common mistakes. What should listeners watch out for?
Yeah. What are the common traps?
Well, one of the biggest is placement. Generally, the adjective comes before the noun. An interesting book.
Not a book interesting.
Exactly. But, and this is key, if you're using the verb to be, am, is, are, was, were, or a sense verb like looks, tastes, feels, sounds, smells, then the adjective comes after the verb.
Okay, so this apple tastes sweet.
Precisely. Not, this tastes sweet apple. That sounds very wrong.
Got it. And another common one is with comparisons, right? I hear this one a lot.
Yes. Using the correct comparative form. For many adjectives, especially shorter ones, you add like prettier, faster, nicer.
Instead of saying more pretty or more fast.
Exactly. Saying more pretty is a really common flag for non-native speakers. It's prettier. Paying attention to these little rules, the order, the placement, the comparatives, it can really boost your fluency and accuracy, make you sound much more natural.
Definitely. Wow, what a deep dive. We've really unpacked the world of adjectives today, explored how they paint landscapes, flavor food, define people, capture emotions, and even follow that secret order.
It's been great. And remember, knowledge is most valuable when you actually, understand it and
Yeah.
apply it. Adjectives are so much more than just vocabulary words. They're crucial tools for expressing yourself with clarity, richness, and real impact.
So what does this all mean for you, our curious listener? How can you put this into practice?
Well, next time you're describing something, could be the weather, could be a meal you just had, maybe how a room feels, or just how you're feeling. Pause for a second.
Just take a moment.
Yeah. Ask yourself, can I choose a more precise word here? A more vibrant adjective? Can I pick a word that doesn't just describe, but really evokes a feeling, a sense, a specific emotional tone?
Mm.
Maybe even try stacking a couple following that order we talked about to bring your description to life.
Think about it. How will you use these advanced adjectives to make your next conversation, or even just your own thoughts, more descriptive and maybe delightfully nuanced? Start noticing them around you. You'll see how they shape everything.
Before you go, remember this. Every word you learn makes you stronger. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. You'll find more lessons, more stories, and more English practice to help you feel confident in any situation. Don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who might need it. Let's keep learning together. See you in the next lesson.